Yo, what's going on, Smog? Cosmic, happy Monday. One second, I'm just trying to get the YouTube to work correctly. Where the fuck is my chat? Okay. Okay. Whatever. What's up, 1K? Alright, stop music. What's up, everyone? Monday, fun day, new week. I just got back from Houston last night. I was at a wedding. Lots of fun. Let's see. Yo, what's up, Obi? And Laz, and Ishan. Wow, got a lot of people in here today. That's really cool. I like that. I appreciate that. Yeah, well, I'll probably get like, I'll show you like 1 or 2 pictures of me this weekend, I guess. Where is it? There we go. This is this is probably the most wholesome photo I have from the wedding. Wait, not this one. Sorry, that one. There we go. That's me. That's my friend Christian from I knew him actually from college, and that's his wife. I was best man at their wedding back in October. And this is my friend Matt Ridge. I always use Matt Ridge as a great example because he was my roommate in college. And Matt Ridge failed calculus 3 times. Yeah, he failed calculus 3 times, passed it on the 4th time. But now he makes like 4 times as much money as I do because he does. I think he does some sort of medical devices consulting. He got a biochem degree eventually is what he did. What's up? Yeah, called out. Well, I mean, what I like to tell students is you know, don't give up. You know, my friend here, yeah, he failed calculus many times and, you know, turned out doing more than all right. He's got a beautiful wife who's she's a PhD researcher at like a startup, I think, doing also biomedical research, and he's got a kid. So congrats, dude. Good job, Matt. Anyways, calculus 1, 2, or 3. He failed calculus 1. He failed calculus 1 3 times. Anyways, okay, we got a lot of questions today. I only got 2 hours because I have to go teach another student. And then my uncle's in town, so I have to go get dinner with him. So lots of stuff. You broke your finger and you got sick. Oh, no. That's not good. I'm sorry, 1K. I hope you feel better, dude. Yeah, breaking fingers is no fun. I'm pretty sure I broke my thumb at some point because it still hurts to, like, put pressure on it. It's like 6 months later. I don't know. I can move it, so I think I'm okay. I don't know. I'm just a doctor of physics. I'm not a medical doctor. I have to take 3 next semester. Calculus 3 is great. Dogs on this again. What's the real story, Ace? Call him out. Call your boy out, dude. It was very dislocated, too. Yeah. What'd you do? You playing basketball? Usually a basketball. Or me, it was like I was shutting the door of my car and I jammed my thumb. Like I hit it. They had to break it again and realign it? Oh, no. Yeah, that's what I'm, like, not looking forward to. If that's, like, what's the case with my thumb here. Because I can use it. I can move it. I can do stuff. But I can't, like, put that much pressure on it. It's kind of annoying. I would hate for them to have to break it and then realign it. I'm going to be really mad. I also know someone who failed algebra 3 times, proceeded to get an A in all his math classes, including numerical masters and all thermal classes. Nice, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I always say don't let like just like one shitty teacher or like one shitty class like fuck you up for the rest of, you know, your school life. You just sometimes got to get past that one teacher and then everything else is cake afterwards. Or, you know, you need time for things to click. It's all part of it. They also froze it. I can't feel it right now, lol. Oh god, dude. I took your DFQ test, low-key blanked, but clutched up for the win. Good job, Cosmic. Did you get help with Obi, Cosmic? I think we referred you to Obi, right? Or no, I referred Smog to Obi, actually. One of you guys I referred to Obi to go get help with DFQ. Forget who I did. There's a lot of people. Yes. Also, yeah, congrats to Ishan. And, who else did I buy? Oh, King. Yeah, they got their tier 1 prizes today. So, I bought them, what did I buy them? V-Bucks. They got their V-Bucks prizes today. Good job, guys, for getting 10 points. I would say stick around. Like, if you get 30, then you get 2,800 V-Bucks. So, it's all part of the game. Just keep asking questions, keep getting help, keep getting rewards. He's great. Definitely can tell he loves to teach. It's probably Obi. Yeah, N-Simplex Pachinko is who it is. Yeah. Yeah, good job to Ishan and King. It's real. Tell your friends. It's not a scam. Okay. I'm definitely sticking around. Fuck yeah, dude. Good. Yeah. I said, yeah, come for the prizes. Stay for the knowledge. Let's see. Is Noise here? Noise wanted help with, like, an engineering question. He had, like, an engineering whatever, but I don't see him. So, Smog, I'll help you out first. Is that cool? And then, I don't know if I can do all these questions. I'll do as many as I can. I'll do, maybe I'll do, like, 1 or 2 of these, and then let me help everyone else out, and then I'll come back and help you out with more. Cool? All right, let's start off the stream. All right, welcome to Open Office Hours. My name is Dr. Cole, Actual Education. Stream that helps you out with math homework, physics homework, all sorts of fun stuff. Looks like today we're doing, well, this was me, I was helping Ash out, actually, over the weekend. This was me helping her out with, triangles. This was fun. Well, I hope she watched it. I made a whole video for her. But okay, let's do this one. Oh God, what is going on here, dude? What? Oh, it's a chandelier. Oh, I see. Okay. Also, this calculator is the wrong color. One sec. I gotta fix the calculator. It's the wrong color calculator. There we go. Much better. Yes, much better. Okay. We don't need the calculator right now, though. And YouTube is running good. I'm not gonna be able to really check the YouTube chat. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. It says an 86-pound... That's a heavy chandelier. It's supported by 3 wires as shown above. It looks like they're spread out 135, 135, and 90. Okay, that's cool. Determine the amount of force in AB wire for equilibrium. Okay. So what I like to do here... Smog, is kind of think about what the cross-section of this would be, right? I'm going to look at this in the 2D plane. So I'm just going to look at it as if I were, like, from here and looking at it that way, okay? And what I'm going to see is I'm going to see a box or something like this, right? And then it has 3 wires. So it has, like, this, and then there's another one, like, behind it. Like, we can kind of, like, say that way. But, like, into the plane. And these are all, do they give me the distances? They do give me the distance. They say that this right here is 2.4 feet. And then what's the radius of this? A foot? Or is it 2 feet? So yeah, here's my question here, Smog. If I look at this, right? Are they saying this is 1 foot or the whole thing is 1 foot? Yeah, it's okay. I'm going to show you the process. I'm going to show you how I would process it. This is a lot of trig. Yeah, very good. Very good. This is trig. This is some trig. You think the whole thing's 1 foot? I think so too. It's just kind of weird that they like did this. I guess this is them like showing the angles. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, cool. So then I know this is 1 foot, right? Okay. Now, the chandeliers, there are 3 of them. Okay. And there's like 3-dimensional tension in this. Yeah, well, yeah, the issue is they're not spaced evenly. If these were all 60 degrees, I'd be really happy. But they're not. I don't know why they did that to us. Because, yes, I need... I'm trying to think. I think, let's just talk about the... Yeah, okay. So, they actually did a nice projection for us down here, okay? This rope is going to have forces in this direction, forces in this direction and forces in this direction, okay? It's going to have a force in the y direction, a force in the x direction, and a force in the z direction because it's three-dimensional, which means there are three coordinates. The only component I really care about going up and down, though, is the z direction, okay? And I know that that z component amongst all three of these has to equal at least 86 pounds. And here's the they put it in pounds. Why do they put it in kilos? Am I supposed to do this in like slugs next? Like what? Oh man, that's gross. Okay, so I have three of these wires, so I have three Y components going up. Except I don't think the tension in all three wires is the same because of the 135 here. So for instance, this Y component, or not Y component, but like whatever, this component is going to have to cancel out this and this. And then these two in this direction are going to have to cancel each other out. Oh, man. Oh, this is a doozy. It's a doozy of a question. And I don't think the tensions are all the same. Yeah, no. The reason why I think that, by the way, Smog, is let's take the... this is always a good thing to do in physics. Think about the extreme case. Let's consider that rope C and rope D were right next to each other, okay? Let's consider we had this. Let's consider that, like, C and D were right here, and then this one was B, okay? Then the tension in these ropes would definitely be different because these two would be sharing the same load as one of these. Does that make sense? So the tensions are going to be different, which is super mean of them. Ugh. But okay. Let me think. Yeah, right? Okay. I do think C and D are going to be the same, though. I think those tensions are going to be the same. How do you read bond coins? You can do it in the chat there. Keep the streak up. Nice. Yeah, you get more channel points. Yeah, it's there, dude. There's a whole thing that says channel points. You don't see it? It's like I already have rewards. Where is it? There you go. Watch. That's how you do it. Someone show in the chat. Man, what a doozy. I want to reorient this too, actually, by the way. Because I don't want this having components in both the Y and X direction. I'd rather have this one just be straight. Or actually, okay, never mind. But this is just purely in Y. This is purely in X. Okay. Here, let's call this one T1. I'm going to call each one of these T2. I'm pretty sure these are the same. Yes, I did give myself money. Yeah. One sec, we'll get to it. Okay. So, yeah, this angle here, right, that'll get me what, like, the vertical component is here. So I know that, like, T1, let's call this, like, theta. Are these all going to be the same angle? They should be, right? Yeah, these are all the same angle. So we're just going to call this theta. Everything else is going to be phi. So T1 sine of theta plus 2T2 sine of theta has to be equal to the force of gravity. Okay? Now I need some expressions for T1 and T2. Okay. So I know that this amount, right, the amount that's pulling this way and the amount that's pulling this way has to equal the amount that's pulling this way. Okay. And if this is 135 degrees, oh, that's a 45 degree angle from here, right? Right, man? This is 45 degrees. So this is going to have a component in what we're going to say is the X direction, and it's going to have a component in the Y direction. But then this is in like the top plane. Also, that component is the amount that's horizontal. That's going to be cosine. Okay. So the amount of force in this direction, right? This is going to end up being T1 cosine of theta. Do you understand why that is, Smog? Vertical component is sine. Anything in the horizontal plane is cosine. Yeah, cool. All right. Great. Okay. So I'm going to have T1 cosine of theta sine of 45 degrees has to equal to this amount, right? So that's going to be has to equal to T2 cosine theta. And then T1 cosine theta, yeah, sine of 45 degrees has to be equal to, oh, another T2 cosine theta. That's it. Okay. We got lucky with the 45 degrees because it's the same for sine and cosine. Yeah, technically this is cosine of 45, but cosine of 45 and sine of 45 are the same. This is why it's important to remember your unit circle too, by the way. Doubt you remember me, but you helped me get my daughter her SAT to try to get over 1500 from 1480. Did she get a 1500, Low Gravity? I think, yeah, you were asking about SAT tips like a month ago or something. That was true. 1570, baby. Wow, bro. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Wow, damn, that's almost a perfect score. 1570? Wow. Oh, you're very welcome, dude. Sorry, I gotta stop the little the rapper stuff. Dude, that's cool, man. Yeah, I do remember you coming by. You came by like a month ago or two months ago, maybe, when we were doing the SAT stuff. That's awesome, dude. Congrats, dude. 1480, 1570. Where's she going to college? Probably like Harvard at this point. Right? Almost a perfect score on the SAT. That's nuts. That's 2. That's on 2 sections. Bro, if it was 3 sections, dude, excuse me, what? She's definitely got a shot at MIT. That's cool, man. Nice. Congrats. I'm glad. I'm glad to have helped. I forget how I helped, but I'm glad I did. Memorize the whole unit circle, yeah. She could get into Ivy like her brothers for athletics, but she isn't sure yet. Yeah, and also, a thing I always tell the students is don't get like super fixated on the name. Go where you want to go. It's nice that she has the luxury of the SAT is not going to keep her out of going anywhere. But now that you have all these options, you know, hopefully she can maybe do some visits or stuff, like check the campus out. I don't know. Does she know what she wants to do in college? You know, if you want to do any sort of like political science or lawyer type stuff, right? Things like Harvard are great. But if you want to do like more tech computer stuff, then MIT, Caltech, certain more like tech oriented schools are better. Taking a gap year. Oh, nice. That's actually, I highly recommend that. Yeah. Yeah, especially she probably worked her butt off to get a 1570 on the SAT. She needs a break. I would just take a year to just like find yourself out for a bit. Dr. Gold, I struggle with trig this year. Do you think physics next year is going to be hard? It might be. You should you should learn while I'm doing this, while I'm teaching this to you. Yeah, gap years are good. I also have mixed feelings on though, like losing momentum, because they talk about this not so much with high school to college, but from undergrad to grad. So most undergrads who say I'm going to take a gap year before grad school just never end up going to grad school because they realize how great life is after undergrad, after you like, they probably get a nice paying job for the summer or whatever. And they're like, why would I go back to grad school? So in that manner, I don't think it's a good idea if you're going from undergrad to grad to take a gap year, because you're not going to want to go to grad school. You're done. Yeah. But from high school, yeah, awesome, man, dude. Congrats, dude. That's you must be really proud. That's cool. I get kind of similar feelings when I hear students that, you know, I've worked with for a while. If they do well, I'm like, oh, this is why I want kids, because I want to have this little like experiment I work on that like I can give the best shot at doing well in these test things. if undergrad to grad, gap years are generally not a good idea unless you're actually doing full-time research. I agree. Yep. Okay. I'm done with college already. I have like 2 more years and I'm dying. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Okay, the nice thing here is smog, right? Cosine theta goes away. We can get rid of this. Goodbye. So T1 sine of this is where 1K makes sense. You need to know your unit circle. Sine of 45 degrees is square root of 2 over 2 is equal to T2, and then same thing here. Oh yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, cool. So T1 is square root of 2 over 2 T2. So now we can plug that into here. Okay. So this was in what was called like the horizontal plane. I lasted 2 years between undergrad and grad. Wow, man. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have. This is the vertical plane. And then, okay, so cool. So T1, sine of theta, and we're trying to get, sorry, we're trying to get T1. Yeah, we are trying to get T1. Okay, cool. Is equal to this, okay, plus the square root of 2, because when this gets multiplied by 2, 2's cancel. Plus the square root of 2 T1. Sine of theta is equal to mg. Which, I really don't want to do that. What's 86 pounds to... 39 kilos? They couldn't have just said that, bro? Like, why didn't you just say 39 kilos? Yeah, I'm sad, dude. Okay. 39 times 9.8. Bad employment economy in town where everyone else wanted to live after they graduated? Yeah. It's not a great time to try and get a job right now, I'll tell you that. I actually have a job interview on Thursday to be a long-term substitute teacher for a community college mechanics physics class. Could be pretty cool. The hours are nice. It's like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's like my perfect time that I tutor anyways. Yeah, so I might take... Well, I have the interview, so I have to like demonstrate to them that I know how to teach, which duh. I teach all the time. I always hate when they like ask me to do this. I'm like, can you just like watch my YouTubes? They're like, we want to get a feel for your teaching style. I'm like, okay, well, come to one of my streams then. But yeah, I have to do a Zoom interview with them on Thursday. And then we'll see. If that lands, that'd be pretty sweet, because then I'd have like some formal teaching credentials, which would maybe help out with people taking me seriously. I think they see like the YouTube TikTok thing, and they're like, oh, he's just one of those guys. I'm like, no, I actually teach. Department chair practically dragged me by the wrist to find the assistant principal. Yeah. I did long-term sub for a week, and then they hired me full-time. Yeah, I get the feeling that that's what's going to happen, Obi. And I'd be okay with it being full-time if it's night hours. I'm not a morning person. I had to get my, what did I have to get? I had to get my car service this morning, and they were trying to do it at like 8 a.m., and I was like, no, bro, I don't wake up at 8 a.m. I don't do that. It's not for me. All right. Last part here, Smog. I know yeah, thanks. Best of luck. Yeah. You don't need a teaching certificate, to, teach at community college. You don't need anything. I mean, it helps to have a PhD. But yeah, no, that's only for public schools. For like middle school, high school, you need a teaching certificate. This is community college, so it's technically a college. I think you can technically get a degree there. I think it's a 4-year degree. But okay. Oh, we need to get the hypotenuse. This is ugly. Okay. So Smog, one thing, right? So every time here I'm taking the sine of theta, right? Here's the angle theta. Sine of theta is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. This is where you use the lengths to figure out what this stuff is. So the opposite length here is 2.4. This is cool, because usually we break up forces into components of like up, down, left, right. And it's the forces. Now I'm using the lengths to get my angle thing, the sine of theta. This happens a lot. The problem is I need the hypotenuse, and I don't have the hypotenuse yet, but I know the hypotenuse is equal to the square root of this squared plus this squared. So that's 1 plus 2.4 squared. Cool. So let's see what that is. Where's my calculator? Yo, what's up, Equity? Good to see you, dude. Wedding was great. Yep. To teach community college. Oh, yeah. Sorry, it was community college. It is weird for them to say a substitute teacher for community college, And then they also said it was like 3 days a week. I'm like, that's a little bit more than a substitute. Is this just some, I don't know, some employment bullshit to pay me less by saying it's a substitute because you're not full time? But like 3 days a week is not a substitute teacher. I'll have to ask them. I don't know. I got to get the job first before I start negotiating things. All right, so this is 0.923. Kai. All right, let's do it. I think we got this, dude. We got this, man, dude. This is in the bag. All right, so 382.2 over 1 plus the square root of 2. And then that's going to be times sine of theta, which is 0.923. 0.923. Okay, let's see if we get it right. So this divided by this divided by 1 plus the square root of 2. I don't know if this is right. I hope it's right. Okay, I get 171.5. How many sig figs do they want? 2 sig figs. That is gross. Okay. So, yeah, just 170 newtons. We try that out, Smog? Cosmic says, I'm going to a career fair tomorrow. Oh, that's cool. Bring a resume. Resumes are good. If you need help with making a resume, we've done that on this stream before. I've done, like, some help tutorial things with it. Smog's going to tell me whether I'm right or wrong. It said to use U.S. customary units? Why? What? Oh, that is gross. What, like slugs? What do they want? Sorry, what units am I allowed to use for this? Slugs? No! I'm not gonna use slugs. Dude, that's some garbage, dude. Some of you are probably asking, like, what the hell is slugs? Slugs is the unit of force in dollars per cheeseburger freedom bald eagles. Yeah. Okay. Or we can use pounds? Oh, okay. Well, I'm lazy. Pounds. Yes, those are both. Okay, cool. Awesome. So here. I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Oh, that is gross. 2 sig figs, 39? My second guess is gonna be 38, because it's close. 39 or 38. Sorry, I was just using this. 39 is correct! Yes, bro! Fuck yes. Love it. Love it, dude.
That's dope.
Hell yeah, dude. Nice. Okay. Dope. I'm happy about that. Okay, so this was kind of a pain in the ass. Okay. Cool. So here's what I'm gonna have you do. You can now use this to figure out T2 for the other ones. So for part C and part D, I think, right? Or wait, are those different questions? Yeah. Here, I'm gonna send this to you, Smog. Smog. You tell me if that's enough information to do the other parts, and then I'll help you with the other parts that you can't do when I finish up with the other students. Is that cool? Yes. Yeah, post your questions in this help screenshots. Oh, I love this. Square root of 121, the square root of 81, the square root of 25. Blue Dragon, I think you already know how to do those. Post a question you don't know how to do. I'm pretty sure you know how to take the square root of something, and I'm not really teaching you much there. Okay, let's do Ace. Ace's question coming up next. 2 degree and it's college, not selective about. What was? Oh, I gotta scan down. My bad. Oh, it's just all the way up. Yeah, Monday. Yeah, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, it's walking 6. Oh, it sounds like someone left mid-semester. Yeah, is that what like a long-term substitute teacher is? Ugh. Yeah. Gold, you teach at a community college? I might soon. Peter B. Parker, yeah, that happened. Have you seen all the memes about like Peter Parker's girlfriends like over the series? Like his original one was the best. What was it? It was the the Eastern European girl living in the. Here, let me find it. Peter Parker girl friends meme. Not her or man. Yes, this one, dude. Yes. I love this one. Yes. Is an excellent baker, needs acting lessons. Was there for Peter when he was lonely, made him cookies and milk, left Peter when he needed emotional support. Leaves Peter because of his friendship with Gwen Stacy, encourages Peter to call MJ despite having a major crush on him, cheats on Harry Osborn, no other guys, gets engaged to a rich famous guy but abandons him on their wedding day, lives with dad and doesn't abandon him, leaves Peter on voicemail, doesn't leave Peter on voicemail. Yeah. That's kind of funny. All right, here, let's do Ace's class. Ace's question. A cyclist travels. I never know how this works. Does this mean it's 35 degrees south of west? Is that what that means? You know what I'm talking about? I always get confused how this works. But okay. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's this. It's not standard notation. Yeah, I don't think it is, but I've seen this happen a bunch now in classes, and I think this means you go south of west. Well, okay. How can we look this up? I think it's called bearing. I think it's called bearing or heading. Okay, here we go. This is it. Yeah, but, okay, what does this mean? Okay. Yeah. Okay. You see here? Obi? So yeah, this means 20 degrees to west of north is how they do this. Yeah, it's super whack, dude. Chemistry tutor? I do tutor chemistry. I do that. And then this is, 27 degrees east of north, 30 degrees west of south. Okay. That's how these notations work. Okay. So this is, oh no. Oh no. They put west first and then south? Oh, that is so not correct. Oh man. Okay. All right. I think this is it. Oh, we have the answer, so we can see if we're correct. Okay. This is 450 meters. And then travels 630 meters at north 60 degrees of west. Okay. So whenever this happens here, Ace, I like to draw another coordinate axis at the end point of here. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another coordinate axis. Well, here. Another like mini coordinate axis is what I do. I do like this. It just helps me out. You could write these individually as vectors and then add them, but I feel like this visualization makes more sense to students. Okay, so then it's 60 degrees north of west at 630. Okay. And also it illustrates how like vectors work. So this is going to be 60 degrees. There we go. And then that's a difference for 630. Okay. Direction and magnitude. It is. Yes, exactly. This is a direction and magnitude question. Because really what happened is I have like this vector plus this vector. And the way to add vectors is to always take the endpoint of your second vector. Sorry, the beginning of your second vector and put it in the endpoint of your first vector. So like this. And then what they're asking for is the final displacement, which that's going to be this. So they want this. This is the displacement. Also called the resultant in math language land. Yeah. Okay. So the way to do this is to break everything up into components. D1 plus D2 equals DT. Correct, but the tricky thing is adding the vectors. So some people think you can just do, 450, 35 degrees plus 630, 60 degrees. And they're like, oh, I add these two, right? Oh, that's what? That's 1080. And then that's 95 degrees. They're like, yeah, that works, right? Nope, wrong. Don't do it. Don't do it. You need to break these up into components first. So this right now is in magnitude and direction. Components means we need it in the x, the amount in the x direction, the amount in the y direction for each one. So here, this vector has an amount in the x direction, that's left, right, and it has an amount up, down. Yeah. So you can't just add the numbers. You got to break them down first, and then we got to put them back. So I'll show you how that works. So if we look at, let's look at D1 for instance, right? The x component, this makes a right triangle, is going to end up being, so I'm going to say the x component. That's going to be 450 cosine of 35 degrees. Do you understand why it's 450 cosine of 35? Or I can draw the triangle if you want to see it. Sometimes it confuses people. Triangle? All right, all good. Okay, so let's consider this, right? You have a triangle here, right? This is a right angle. So this is the total vector, and it's going to have an amount that is going this way. Or here, let's make it bigger. An amount that's going this way, right? That we're going to call dx. And then it's going to have an amount that's going this way. That we're going to call dy. This all makes a right triangle, okay? Where I know this is the angle, and this is a right angle. And so with right triangles, you can use trig functions. And what I know is that the cosine of 35 degrees, right? The cosine of this angle. Since you have all angles on one side, you can use cosine, yeah. So that's equal to the adjacent, which is dx, over the hypotenuse, which is 450. Right? We know the total amount is 450. But I don't know. And then so then you're just multiplying this over. So then it's 450 cosine of 35. And then if you want a dy, you would use sine. Because that would be the opposite. That would be dy over the hypotenuse. All right, let me undo all this real quick. Okay. So that's the x component. Also, that is going to be negative, right? Because it's pointing to the left. So this is negative. And then the component in the y, or here, let's put them in different columns. Component in the y is going to be negative 450 sine of 35 degrees. Thank you. Yes, Cosmic. Yes, perfect. Yeah, good.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. All right, so then D2, or let's make the blue one, right? X component there, so now we're looking at this. This is my new triangle. So that's, again, yeah, that's going to be negative 630 cosine of 60 degrees. And then the y component is going to be 630 positive, right? Because now it's going up. Going up. That's going to be 630 sine of 60 degrees. Okay. Now we can get d total, which is this one. So dt. So we're going to have an x component, and we're going to have a y component. To figure these out, you just have to add these two numbers up to get to this. So let's check it out on calculator. So I have negative 450 cosine of 35 plus negative 630 cosine of 60. That's going to get me negative 683. 0.6. And then we can do the y direction. So it's going to be this, but I'm just going to change this to sine. And then I'm going to add positive 630 sine of 60. And that's going to get me 287.5. Yeah, table thing. Good, exactly. Right. Now this is a new triangle. I like to draw my new triangle, like, because it helps me out with things. So I know in the x direction we need to be going to the left 683. Right? So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna draw this going to the left at 683.6. And then I know in the y direction it's going up by 287. So now I have a new resultant, right? So these things right here are the components, the x and y components of the total vector, of the displacement, of the resultant, whatever you want to call it. This is the actual vector. And if I want to find the length of this, now I need to go from components back to magnitude. Time for the Pythagorean theorem? Exactly. So I just do this squared plus this squared. So let's see what we get. So that's that to the second plus, where's my 683? Yeah, plus this square. Well, let me make sure the minus doesn't mess things up. Gotta be careful with the calculator. The calculator, like, if you don't put things in right, you get the wrong answer. Okay, and then I need to square root that. So Pythagorean theorem, that gets me 741.6. Good. Can I write 741.6? Cool. All right. That's correct, right? We see that. See how that says 740? So it's probably the same with whatever significant figures. And then do you know how to get the angle, Ace? How do I get the angle? How do I get the heading? Arctangent. Yep, that is correct. Arctangent works. Ace, do you know why it's arctangent? You only have one angle, technically. Well, I mean, you do have the 90, I guess, right? Yeah. No, you only have one. You only have this, right? We're talking about, so we need the angle of our final vector, the resultant vector. These angles don't really help us. This is the angle I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Don't know what arctan is. That's okay. That's totally cool. I'm gonna teach you. Okay. So let's think about this triangle right here, right? Because if I can get what this angle is, then I know what the heading is. I know it's a certain number of degrees north of west. Okay. So here we have an angle, right? Oh, I also know that this is what, 7041.6, yeah. And I have a bunch of sides. So what I could do is I could write out a trig function for here, not knowing the angle. And the one that people usually do is tangent, because you've already figured these out. So I could do the tangent of theta. What is tangent equal to in the whole, like, SOHCAHTOA language of things? What is tangent equal to? Yes, we want the size of the arc that gives us the tangent fraction that is given. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, I like that. I like that, Obi. I like that. That's a cool way to do it. So yeah, so tangent is TOA. TOA. So that's opposite over adjacent. There you go. Good. Okay. That's equal to opposite over adjacent, right? And I know what the opposite and the adjacent are, right? So let's look at this angle here, theta. Do you see how this is the opposite and this is the adjacent? So I say this is 287.5 over 683.6. Oh, I'm missing numbers today. Okay. So cool. So watch. Tangent of theta is equal to this mess. So what do we have? Where's our numbers? 287.5 divided by over 683. Yeah, and I'll use Obi's explanation for the thing next time, for why arctan comes in. That's actually, I like that explanation. That's a good one. So this equals 0.421, we'll say. Okay. So I have here, I say the tangent of theta is equal to this, but I don't know what theta is. Okay. So I'd like to get theta by itself. How do I get theta by itself? You can say some ideas. They might be wrong. It's okay. There's a common one that people always say. There you are, Noise. Oh, wow, Noise. Yeah, wow, that, dude. Dude, that GIF, bro, what? I forgot I had that emoji, dude. No clue, honestly. Okay, all good. So a lot of time people say, oh, let's just divide by tangent, right? No. You can't just divide by tangent. Tangent of what? Like, you can't divide by tangent. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, because they see this like, oh, just divide by tangent. It's like, okay, but tangent of what? Also, that's not how you get rid of the tangent here. Okay. The way to get rid of this tangent, which is stuck to this theta, is to hit both sides with what is called the arctangent, or the inverse tangent function. Okay? So what that does, Ace, is when inverse tangent hits regular tangent, these two things go away. And you're just left with theta. And then on the other side here, this is a number that you can put in your calculator. So if I pull my calculator out and I say I want the inverse tangent, so it's this tangent with a -1 on it of this number, this will get you an angle. And so there, that gets you an angle of 22.8 degrees. Okay. So, the other way to think about this is that if you take the arctangent of the opposite over the adjacent, that is going to give you an angle. And what that does, arctangent gives you the angle such that the tangent of this angle would equal this. Yeah, arctan is the same as inverse tan. Yeah, it's the same. You'll see in math, they tend to write arctan because doing this sometimes messes people up. They think it's like 1 over tangent. Because anything to the -1, right? Like 5 to the -1 looks like 1 over 5, right? But this is a function, not a number. So they'll write arctan. Yeah, it's big math words, same shit, yeah. Curse notation, yeah, exactly. Yes. So yeah, so we get 22.8 degrees, which is basically 23 degrees. So yes, so look, so this is basically 23 degrees. And then for their notation here, right? It's 23 degrees north of west. Do you see how this is like north of west? It is north of west by 23 degrees. Yeah. That's how it works. Nice. Good job. You're welcome, dude. Is it, well, yeah, you're right. So the notation is weird there. And that's why I was showing this. So when they put a letter, and then they put a degree, and then they put another letter, it's this many degrees, whatever this is, from this. So this, for instance, is 20 degrees west of north. This is 27 degrees east of north. Yeah. And then this is 77 degrees east of south. So... yeah, this for instance is 23 degrees north of the west axis, and that's why they write it like this. Cool. Oh, and they say just average velocity. Oh, so average velocity is just displacement over time. This is just displacement over time. So, that ends up being the 741.6 divided by 77, which I believe is 9.6. 741, here we go. Divided by 77 seconds. Yeah, there you go. 9.6. Yeah, cool. All right. Nice. Yeah, I hope that helps you out. So yeah, the key thing there is taking a magnitude vector, converting it to components, adding the components, and then turning it back into a magnitude vector. That's how I like to think about it. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll give you the screenshot. Blue Dragon says, will you do mine? Let me do Noises, because he asked first. He just showed up. And then, did you upload a question? Or are you still just asking for... Oh, 12th Decade asked something, too. What's up, 12th Decade? I actually like that question. Is 12th Decade new? Oh, he's a chess player. What's up, 12th? Okay. Let me try to help out with Noise's question here. And then Smog, how are the other ones going? Were you able to solve one of them? This is gross. What's going on here? I finished up the question you helped me with. Good. So there's that other one though you need help with I guess it's the rectangle. Yeah, these are parallel circuits, but now we're dealing with impedance, which I believe is AC circuits. Yes, AC source. Yeah, it's an AC circuit. Yeah, ew, gross. What's up, 12th? Yeah, awesome. Cool, man. Yeah. Here, let me I'll do yours after this. Let me do this real quick. I'm about to rip my hair out because I can't find the answer. Okay. So sorry, where's the source? Noise. Top weird symbol is meant to be an induct. Yeah. The sorry, what? These are inductors? These look like resistors to me. This is a capacitor. This is an inductor. Oh, awesome. Yeah, glad you found. Oh, good. Yay. Good job, Ace. Inviting your friends. I like that. Thanks, man. Yeah. Ace is a good friend. He's invited a lot of his friends. And I've bought them all V-Bucks. And they're starting to learn more things. So, yay, good. Yeah, so XL is inductor. XC is capacitor. These are resistors. Where's the source? Yeah, I see that, but like where? Where is it? Is it just here? Is there just a positive and a negative term here? Yo, and I see it's on the bottom, but like where? Okay. Hey, Enigma! Yeah, Enigma, you want to help me out here, dog? Are you an EE? I think you are, right? I'm assuming the source is down here, and that all these things are in parallel with each other. Because, yeah, what we're dealing with is impedances of, yeah, reactants, right, capacitors, inductors. There's a way to do this with phasors. Right? Where I'm saying sent. What's sync? Let me look this up. Yeah, phasors are the best way. He hasn't learned phasors. You can do it in EI phi notation. Well, phasors is basically E to the I phi notation. That's all it is. Let me see. Parallel circuit. All right, parallel AC circuit. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it yes. Okay. I know what to do here. Yeah, the reason for this, and the reason why they're called phasors, is because these things are out of phase with each other. Noise. So, depending on whether you are a capacitor or a inductor or a resistor, you're going to be a certain phase out of whatever your source is. Okay? So here's an example that they show how to do it. All right, so they have here, for instance, you have an AC source, right, which is connected to a resistor. It's also connected to an inductor, and it's also connected to a capacitor. If we were to look at this on a diagram, well, maybe there's actually an illustration of this. What was it? AC circuit phasor diagram. Yeah, this is what I want to see. Yeah, here we go. This is what I want to see. Yeah, maybe this is it. This is what I want to see. Well, whatever. Sine wave, cosine wave. Yes. Okay, but where is it when they're different? Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, so what ends up happening is if you have certain components have either the voltage or the current like lags or leads, whatever the source is. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're good, 12. Yeah. You're good. I'll be teaching for another hour. So yeah, if you come back in the next hour, you're good. Yeah, okay. How cooked am I? Circuit analysis is 50% of my grade. Oh. Well, this is AC circuit analysis, which is tricky. Okay. So anyway, the phase shift has to do with this noise, which is like if you're pi over 2 out of phase, right? That's 0 in the real axis, and then it's 1 in the imaginary axis. So I'll show this again. If you think you're completely lost by this, don't worry. Noise is in college. This is a college level question, but I can try to explain some of it in maybe simple terms. Maybe you've seen stuff. I don't know actually if they've even seen complex numbers, but okay. I want different colors. Why'd they use all the colors? They used all the colors. Fuck it. All right, whatever. So right, you have this axis, right? This is the real axis. Oh, here, let me change this. And then you have this right here. This is the imaginary axis. Oh. Okay. So this is imaginary, which in electrical engineering, they call this J. I know it's weird. Blame the engineers. They're just weird. No. And then this is the real axis, is what it is. So based on where, in terms of like the phasing, your current or voltage is, that's going to have components, which, okay, very similar to what we were just working on here, right? Here, see how we had components, X components and Y components? It's the same shit when you get to college, but now it's for dealing with imaginary components, so stuff going up, down, and the real components going left, right. It's all the same. It's all components and stuff. Anyways, yeah, so the way they write these noise is in what's called phasor notation, okay? So this, for instance, right, we know this is the real component and this is the imaginary component. The other way to write this is in terms of magnitude and angle, which again is similar to what was happening here with Ace's question. We had a magnitude, right, 450, and we had an angle. It's the same thing in electrical engineering. I have a magnitude, 250, and the resistor doesn't have any modification to the phasing, so it's at an angle of 0. Inductors, however, do. This is 90 degrees out of phase in the up direction, and then capacitors are 90 degrees. 90 degrees. I think it's 90 degrees lags. Yeah, behind. And I believe this is all the current is what we're looking at. Right, and then your source is, you always assume that your source is at phase 0, is what you do. Okay. So, where are they getting these numbers? Where's 250 coming from? Where's that number coming from? But this is cool. Because then once you have all these numbers, you end up just adding them up. And then you get to this, which I think you can do in components. Yeah. Okay. Where's that 480 coming from, though? One sec. I want to see how they work one of these through. Yeah, here we go. Here's the here. I'm just gonna give you this whole thing. You should just read this. Read up on phasors. They're great. But it has to do with this. So resistors, right? No phase change. Capacitors are 90 degrees behind, and inductors are 90 degrees ahead. And it all comes down to this, e to the I phi. Yeah. Oh, that's very cool. So then there's a way to, I think, add them. Is what there is. Right. And then this is ZL, ZC. These are the inductances. Yes. Okay. But you have the reactance, I think is what you have, right? I think you have the reactances of everything. Okay. I remember how to do this with reactants. Oh, also noise. Is your answer meant to be in complex and real form? Like when they say calculate the current, do they want the magnitude or do they want the magnitude in the phase? So let me see. Calculating Phasor current. You put it as a complex number? Okay. Okay. Oh, but the voltages are all the same, right? I can remember how this works. I need it in a parallel circuit. Wow, yeah, and we gotta add them all, don't we? Oh man, it's a mess. It's a mess. Okay. At least it's all the voltages just divided by it. Yeah, I think I remember this, how this works. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna grab some information so I can, like, see things, right? And then I gotta remember what happens as it's in series. Yeah, let me see what's happening here. 10 plus that. Oh, okay, you just add it in phase. Okay, okay, cool. Where are they getting that 10? Oh, okay. I think it's 100 vibe of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me grab this too. Okay. I think the first thing we want to do is we want to write out what the impedances are for everything. Like what the impedance is here, what the impedance is here, right? And that's the current. Where's he getting this 480 from? Excuse me? Oh, it's 480 milliamps. Is that what they're doing? One sec. They're doing... Yeah, okay, okay. Because then current is that. And then what do I need for Z, though? One sec. One more. I need one more picture of things. This is what I need. Where's this page, please? Plus IL minus IR squared. IS equals IR squared plus... Why is it IL minus IC? Oh, because we're going opposite over it. Wow. Oh man. It's a tricky question for just an intro electrical engineering course, dog. Unless like they're just teaching you the tricks. Is there just a trick that they know? I don't need admittance. Okay. I'm gonna... Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so what I was going to compute here first is I was going to compute, for instance, ZRL. So that's the impedance of this top thing here, which is the inductor and the resistor, right? So that's going to be... So Z for the resistor is going to be 10 plus 0J, right? Or do they put J0? Oh, they put J first. Dude, what the fuck? Engineering? No. Oh, man. 10J0, right? Plus, and then that's going to be 0 minus J3. Yeah, it just has to do with the phasing is all it has to do with, right? So the resistor is going to have current have no phase lag, right? There's no phase difference. Whereas the inductor is going to be 90 degrees ahead of time in terms of current. Because do you remember from it has to do with inductors like fighting current right away, like this. Remember this? Yeah. Yeah, kind of like Lenz's law. Yes, related. Yeah. Again, I'm not a full-blown double E major, so I don't know exactly what it is, but it to me it makes sense because inductors always fight current, which means they're probably going to be ahead of the phase on in whatever the current diagram is, right? So that's for the first leg. The second leg, you just have ZR, so that's just equal to 10 plus J0, okay? And then for the third leg, capacitors lag by 90 degrees. So that's going to be ZRC is equal to 12 plus J0 plus 0 plus J5. Okay? So this ends up giving you 10 minus 3J. Or 10 minus J3. Sorry. This is just equal to 10 plus J0. And then this is equal to 12 plus J5. Okay. And then once you have these, you want to get like Z effective, I think, right? Which, from what I'm seeing here... Yeah, how can I just get Z effective, though? Where is it? I don't like them doing it this way. What's up, Puff? Yeah, almost done. Almost done here. One sec. I'm almost done with this. That's them in, yeah. Oh, I see what they're doing. Yeah, they're building a, sorry, they are building a, what do they call it? Like a current triangle. That's actually kind of cool. Sorry. Yeah, I should go back to this. Let me go back to this. Maybe? The way I see it is, yeah, okay, so you have resistance, right? You have voltage going this way, right? And then you have IR going to the right, you have IC going up, and you have IL going down. And so all three of these currents together have to add up to what your source current is, which is here. Which, yes, okay, is going to be, it's going to be down, I guess. But wait, why are they making this? This is IL minus IC? Sure. I guess I assume it's down. Okay. IL minus IC. Okay, because Omega goes this way. Okay. Alright, plus IR. And then the I's are just equal to... Well, it's the voltage over the reactance, right? I think you need these two to subtract, though. Noise. Yeah. One over Z is that. Let's see. It's not 1 over it, though, is it? Oh, now we start dealing with X and Z? Oh, God. Oh, kill me. No. Impedance is XC. Okay. 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 That's them if they're in series. Hey, what's up, Sensation? Oh, Sensation with the corrections. Yeah. Okay. XC is Z. So I think we use this. But now they have complex and real parts, though, Noise. Okay. I think this is what I want. Let's take this. Okay. But because these are in parallel, everything has the same voltage going through it, right? So V here is equal to 240, 240, 240, right? Oh, nice. Good job, Cosmic. Yeah, so 240 divided by that. Okay, so let's just get the I for each one, right? Okay. So IL or Can I do this? 240 over 10 minus J3? Do I have to do the complex conjugate for this? This is going to be so messy, dude. I really don't want to do this. 240 over 10, right? And then this is RL, and this is RC. This is equal to 240 over 12 plus 5 J5. Okay. So this is 2.4 amps. This I just want to do with phasors, maybe? I don't know. Okay, whatever. I can multiply both sides by the complex conjugate, so that's 12 minus J5 over 12 minus J5. Okay. So, what does that get me? Yeah, sorry, 24, not 2.4. My bad. Sorry, I am faltering. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. What is 12 times 240? That's going to be 2880. So we have 2880 minus, okay, then 5 times 240 minus 12, J1200 all over 12 squared minus 5 squared, right? No, plus 5 squared. Because it's minus squared plus, okay, yeah, sorry, plus 25. So, all over 169. So this is IRC. And then IRL is going to be equal to 2400 minus, or plus, this one should have been plus, no, this one should be plus, this one should be plus 720 all over 109. Okay. And then this is, yeah, no, the calculator messes you up all the time. I swear, dude. Okay, plus 24. Okay, let's add all these up. Let's see what we got. So, real part, real part, real part. So I get 2880 over 169 plus 2400 divided by 109 plus 24. So that's equal to, so I total, so I source is equal to 63. Okay. And then let's get the angle. So we have negative 1200 plus 720, right? So that gets me minus J 480. Oh, wait. I need to divide that by one. Oh, sorry. No, I did my math wrong. Sorry. Negative 1200 divided by 169. Don't forget the 169.
Nice.
And then plus 720 over 109. Ooh, okay, much better. Wow, it's actually quite close. So that's minus 0.5 J. Okay. That's what I get noise. Tell me if I'm right. Is this what you got, noise? It's basically not actually out of phase at all from what I got here. You got something similar as well? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's complicated. Key thing is to remember that inductors are 90 degrees below, capacitors are 90 degrees up, and all that imaginary thing all that does is that just tells you what the phasing is, what the latency is on things reacting. Inductors usually act faster than capacitors do. Capacitors take time to charge up. Inductors want to combat current like right away. Remember, circuits are imaginary. Yes, remember circuits are imaginary. Okay, cool. Yeah. You'll eventually learn there's actually these really cool things, because if we just put this into phasor notation, you can do these things. They have calculators like this. So if you ever want to do like phasor math operations, this website's pretty useful. I used this a lot when I was helping a student out with electrical engineering. And it's a way to, for instance, if we had to divide one by the other, it makes all the, the complex conjugate stuff a lot easier. You just don't have to do it by hand. And that's actually all of what like engineering is coming up with these tricks that enable to you. Oh yeah, you want it? Here, I'll give it to you too. That enables you to do, tedious math operations quickly with like some form of shortcut. And phasors are the way to do that. Phasors is the same representation of A plus BI, but it's in magnitude and angle, which you're usually working with. You usually work with things in just magnitude and angle, and it just does all the math for you. Yeah, so use that for your phasor calculations. Okay, cool. Let me see. Let me help out 12th. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Where's 12th? Is 12th here? I saw 12th at some point. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. Here, let's do your question. All right. Can you do mine? Yeah, Blue. What grade are you in, Blue? Because I'm a, I don't know necessarily what to help you with here. Because this is just looking up what your square root tables are. You should know what all these are. You're in 8th grade? Well, you should know these. Like, yeah. 1K is like, no, he's in 11th grade. Do you know Blue Dragon? Is Blue Dragon your friend? I can see your mutuals. Oh, Deba. Oh, you're friends with Deba. Oh, I know Deba. Oh, Deba's cool. Oh, 11, 9, and 5. No, you don't know him. Oh, you just started doing that? Okay. All right. I'm going to ask you something slightly harder for it. Okay. But yes, I'll do yours next, Blue. And then Smog, I'll help you out with the one you're pulling your hair out on. Okay. Lisa takes 40 minutes to walk 340 meters west and then 129. We're doing you right now, 12. This is your question, right? Yes? Yeah. I'm doing your question right now. There we go. Okay. Calculate the total displacement. Calculate your average speed and the average velocity. Oh, these are all really good questions. All right, well, you tell me. You tell me, 12th, how to do this. How do I do this? Joey's going to draw on a graph like what's happening. So, use a scale if needed. Yeah, we're not going to use a scale. Yeah. Nothing we draw here is to scale.
No.
Okay, yes. This is going 340 meters to the west. What is it if we're doing 129 south then? Blue says he's going to fall asleep. Blue, what? It's like 7:30 where you are. What do you mean you're falling asleep? Where do you live, Deba? Or not Deba, but your Deba's friend. Blue. From there, a line going south. You can't be falling asleep at 7:30. Okay, good. So the total displacement should be like a right angle shape. Yes, it's going to be like this. Yes, this is what's called total. It's 1:26 in the morning for you? Oh, are you in like Belgium or something? I think Deba's in Belgium. Yeah. Yeah, we have some students from like Europe. Bosnia! That's right, you're from Bosnia. Okay, Blue, I'll help you out right after this. Don't fall asleep. Yeah, it should be right angle shape. Okay, cool. So how do we figure out the total displacement? what's the formula for it? Pythagorean, yep, okay. So, 129 squared plus 340 squared. Oh, thanks for the follow, dude. It's equal to the total displacement. We're going to say dt squared. So you can do this with a calculator. 129 squared plus 340 squared equals that. Square root it. Oh, I did the wrong thing. No, need to add them up. 129 squared plus 340 squared equals that. Square root of that, you get dt is equal to 363.6. Okay, cool. Meters. Easy. Nice. Okay, what's the average speed then? There's a difference here between average speed and average velocity. And speed is distance divided by time. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. So and velocity is displacement during time. Yeah, very good. So what distance did this person travel? Not all the sides. Not all the sides. You're just going to add these two sides up. Yeah, exactly. You just add these two. So that ends up getting you, yeah, that's 129 plus 340. So that's equal to 469 divided by the 14 minutes. But usually you don't want to put things in minutes. Like, no. So you want to do it in seconds. You want meters per second. So I'm going to multiply 14 minutes times 60 to get the total number of seconds. All right? Just a little trick for you. So that's 469 divided by 14 times 60. And that's going to get me... Needs to be done in attoseconds? Sensation choosing violence today, dude. So that's 0.56 meters per second. That seems really slow. Bro, is this person, like, crawling? Like, what? Excuse me? Yeah, that's a very, very slow walk. Okay, cool. And then velocity, yes, that we take this number and divide it by 14 times 60. So that's going to give us a different number. Yes, that gets us 0.43. 0.43. Yes, you're welcome. Good job. Nice.
Well done! Well done!
Okay, cool. What's up, Blue Dragon? Here, I'll help you out, dude. You want to learn about square roots? That's cool. Learn about square roots in Bosnia. I always love having, like, fun international students. G equals 9.81. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, Blue Dragon. So, whenever they have... Yeah, he's learning about radicals, it seems like. Let's call this. He likes square roots. So, if we have the square root of something, right? Let's say of some number, okay? That's asking what times itself, or sometimes you'll do this, would get me the number. I can make it harder. Yeah, I mean, I could make it harder. But it's just a memorization thing at some point. You know, I will. I'll teach you something new. Okay, so, for instance, square root of 25, that's equal to 5. Because, look, 5 times 5 times itself, gets you 25, right? These are really just memorizing things, you know, like, you know, what's the square root of 36? What times itself gets you 36? That's 6 times 6, right? Or the other way to write that is like 6 squared. Yeah. So, in terms of like that, that's not too bad. This can get harder if we start doing more than just square roots. Okay? Let's say, for instance, we have what's called the cubed root of a number. Okay? Let's say the cubed root of 8. Do you know what this means here, Blue Dragon, when they put like a 3 above the house? Smog knows. I want to see if Blue knows it. Is it times 3? Yeah, close. So this means what times itself 3 times gets me 8. And Smog said the correct answer, which was 2. 2 times 2 times 2, right? This is 4 times 2 gets me 8. So I would say this is called the cubed root of 8 is equal to 2. Okay? As opposed to, if I say the square root, let's say of 16, this is the same thing as just writing it like this, and then this is equal to 4. Alright? So, yeah, cube root of 27, right? So, whenever we want the square root, which is what times itself twice gets me the number, they'll usually get rid of this. They won't include that, and they're just going to write it just as a house like this. Whereas if you have higher roots, like, again, the third root, we could get even crazier, you know? Yeah, the cube root of 27 is a good one. I'm trying to think, like, what's the other one? 4. Yeah. What about this? The 5th root of 32. This is a fun one. So the 5th root of 32 is asking yourself, what times itself 5 times gets me 32? What do we think that would be? So you see how this right is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So something that multiplies itself 5 times has to get you to 32. That's called the 5th root. What would that be? Yeah, it would be 2. Yeah, good. Because watch here. If this is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. You can put this in your calculator too if you want, you know. You say 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 gets you 32. Yeah. So that's what we call higher power roots. They'll come in handy when you have to get rid of higher powers of things. So I know, Blue Dragon, you haven't done this yet, but in algebra, you're going to come across things like this. Let's say, for instance, you're going to have x squared, I don't know, yeah. X squared is equal to, I don't know, like 64, right? And you want to get the x by itself. The way to get rid of that is to square root both sides. How lucky is it to do algebra for the first time, right? Yeah. This ends up canceling this, and you get x is equal to the square root of 64. Technically plus or minus, I think. Yeah. I wish it was this easy. Blue, what's the square root of 64? What's that? I want to see if Blue knows it. Ooh, me. No, Smog, you already know it. Let's see if Blue gets it. 7? Close. Very close. So let's remember, 7 times 7 is equal to 49, right? Yeah. So the square root of 49 is equal to 7. But the square root of 64, that's equal to 8. Yeah, this is why it's also very important to know your multiplication tables, Blue. You want to basically like just go through this. What is it? The squares sheet. Yeah, multiplication charts. Eagles and Chiefs. What's this? Math. No. Study. Where is it? All right, whatever. Multiplication table chart. Yeah, my mom made me memorize them too. They're useful. Here, this is a good one. Good little chart. it'll just help you out later in life because then you won't be using your calculator for everything. Like I know you can use your calculator to do everything, but it's slow. It's much easier. So this I want you should look at this if you haven't yet, Blue. This is a good thing to memorize, and it's how to multiply like two numbers together. So, for instance, if I wanted to do 5 times 8, you would do 5 times 8. Do you see how that gets you 40? So, where these really come into play for like being useful. Can I rotate this? Oh, I think I can. Are going to be on the diagonals. Because look, 0, right? 0 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. So this is the same thing as 2 squared. But then look, let's look at like 7 squared. See how that 7 times 7 is 49? So you want to do this by going up with the numbers and just doing all the diagonals, right? This is 8 times 8 is 64. Yeah, you don't need a calculator. You just need to memorize these, right? So this is what I would do, Blue. I would memorize what all these diagonals are. These are the ones you want. 8 times 8 is 64. 9 times 9 is 81. 10 times 10 is 100. 11 times 11 is 121. And usually you just need to go up to 12 squared. So 12 times 12 is 144. Is about all you need. Okay. Cool. I hope that helps you, Blue. Again, a multiplication table would be good. Or... do they have like flat... Do you guys have Quizlets? Yeah, 169. That's another one.
Nice.
Here you go. Times tables. Look at this, dude. Bro, what? Look, we can literally take them. Here, let's take some quizzes together. Look at this. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. Oh, let's put the shuffle. 7 times 4, 28. 1 times 9 is 9. 4 times 12, 48. 4 times 1 is 4. Like, look at this. Y'all have such great technology, bro. I used to have to use actual flashcards. Like, these pieces of paper. This shit sucked. But you guys literally have... This is awesome, man. Here you go. Blue. Here, oh, what's that? Oh, that's the 9s? Oh, that's the 9 trick? Yeah, that's a good one, too. Smog. I like that. But there you go. Yeah. Check these out, Blue. I think they'll help you out with learning your times tables and stuff. Yeah, that's a good GIF. Yeah, the 9 tricks are cool. You can also do it with your hands, right? So if you do 9 times 4, you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, put that finger down, and then it's like 3 and 6. Yeah. Have you seen that trick before? If you're doing 9 times whatever, you just put the finger down, and then to the left and the right is the tens place and the ones place. You should need them when you get older, though. Like, you should just know them. At what point in our education did the 5th root of 32 become instinctual to us? I think once I started taking computer science. Once I know 2 to the 5th was 32, just because of like bits and stuff, then I was like, okay, cool, I know it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. All right, good job, Blue. I appreciate you asking a question at 2 o'clock in the morning in Bosnia. That's pretty cool, man. You get a bond coin. Are you up to 10? You're at 9. You're close. Cool. Buy you a gift card soon. All right, sweet. Let me see. Which one you need help with, Smog? Oh no, you missed a concept. Oh. Am I busy this weekend? Kind of. I might do some gaming this weekend with you guys. We might do some gaming stuff. Oh, we have to do the Roblox giveaway. Right? Did you guys get entered in that last week? The box? Okay, here, let me do the box for Smog. If I don't fall asleep, yeah. Yeah, the Roblox. If you answered a question last week, you got entered in for the Roblox. Yeah, you just had to ask a question last week. That's all you had to do. It was very easy. Okay. Oh my God, what is happening here, bro? What? Okay, all right. Let's see. Let's talk about this. Yeah, I announced it, right? Didn't I announce it? Didn't I tell everyone that you just had to ask a question this week and you got entered? Set little d equal to 1. What's little d? Oh, this bitch. Oh, okay, fine. Oh, man. The hook seen at A is okay. So here's my question, bro. Is this also the hook? Good night, Blue. Yeah, you're good, dude. Good luck with school in 6 hours, 5 hours. Oh, Cosmic. Oh, you can say stuff, Cosmic. One sec. Let me give you the roll so you can say stuff. My bad. There you go. Or you can say whatever you want now, Cosmic. There you go. I think the hook is on the side of the box. You don't think the hook is here? Oh, no, it's applied at A. What's wrong with your homework? What's wrong with your homework? Oh, should you redo all of it to get the 100%? I don't know, it depends on how much time it's going to take. Man, this is so rude. This is such a rude question. No, okay, whoa. Whoa, I see it, Smog. Smog, do you see how this acts on the Z-axis? This is the X-axis, this is the Y-axis. That means it has to act here. It does act here. Okay. Oh, man. What's up, Beats? How's it going, brother? Yeah, Lightning! Yeah, what's up, dog? I hope your friend got their gift card alright. What's her name? Shittery Bull or something? Ace, let me do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. So so I can make the announcement. I totally forgot to tell people that I was doing it today. Oh, you're welcome, dude. Nice. That was part of a competition I think you did with someone else, right? Like, it was part of your server, and you had a prize you wanted to just give to someone? Oh, Bobble League. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm happy to help fund prizes for other people. That's cool. As long as people are doing stuff. Because I saw he joined the Discord, which is also good. Love that.
Perfect.
I thought C was on... No, C is here, by the way, Smog. Yeah, but the point where this is being pulled from is from A. Yippee! Yeah, we're doing some tough engineering questions here. Well, I got 15 minutes to try and do this one. Okay. I think similar to what happened here. Do you see how we needed like the radius, right? Because I needed to get the amount in the horizontal plane and then the amount in the vertical plane, so then I could calculate the tension, right? I kind of want the same thing here. Because I know that this amount is being pulled straight up, right? So the sum of the y components for B, C, and D need to also be 1.9 kilonewtons, okay? But in order to get that, right, I need this tension, but like the y component. Okay. So here, we're going to call this like TB. TD. Well, let me make my pen a little smaller. So this is TB, TD, and TC. And then here, let me draw a rectangle so I can see what's happening here. Because C is acting down here. B is acting down here. And then this right here is like my coordinate plane. Okay. This is 1.5. This is 1.5. No, this is just D, right? This is just D. So this is equal to 1, right? This is 0.75. This is also equal to 1. Cool. This is equal to 3. All right. Okay, so we have a couple triangles here, right? Okay. So, and then everything is 3 meters up, right? Okay. So, what is that? TC sine of theta C plus TB sine of theta B plus TD sine of theta D needs to be equal to 1900 newtons, right? That's a condition for everything in the y direction, Smog, yeah? I mean, I kind of do, but whatever. I'm just going to call this x hat, y hat. I could use IJK. Okay, I know what the angles are for all these. The angles are easy. Okay. And then here, let's call these the phi's. We're going to call these the phi's. Okay. So then I have TC cosine theta C sine phi C plus TB cosine theta B sine phi B okay has to equal TD cosine theta D sine phi D. What's up, Monk? What's up, Monk, dog? And then I need the vertical directions. Oh, fuck. Damn it. No. Shit. Oh, I messed this up, sorry. This is minus. Ugh, man. Cosine theta C, sine phi C. That's the y direction. Sorry, this is D. D, 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 B, B, B. Okay, so this is the y hat direction. And then you have the x hat direction, which is, I can just copy this all back. Let's just copy them all. Z hat, Y hat, X hat, good. Oh god, this just had a seizure again. It's equal to TB cosine theta b sine phi b. Okay. And then this is in the x hat direction. This is going to be cosine phi c plus all the ones with the b's. And then this is all the c's. Or d's, sorry. Okay. All right. And then, I mean, you got to do the math here, right? So, sine of theta c is equal to 3 over the square root of... Wait, what was that distance? Did we get that distance? Oh, 1. This is 1, right? 3 over the square root of... This is 1.5 squared plus 1 squared. Sine of theta b is equal to 3 over the square root of 3 squared plus 1 squared. Sine of theta d is equal to 3 over the square root of 1 squared plus 0.75 squared. No, 97.3% is totally worth it. Chill, dog. Okay. And then, okay, cosine of theta c is equal to 1.5 over the square root of 1.5 squared plus 1 squared. Oh, okay. I'm beginning to see a pattern here, actually, man. Kind of. No, and this is phi. Phi c. Oh. Forgot this. No, wait. Opposite over... Oh, okay. Yeah, plus 3 squared. Yeah, because you have this component and this component and this component. So the hypotenuse is the square root of all of them together. Squared. Opposite, yeah. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, alright. Good to see you, Beats. Did you have a question, Beats? Sorry, did you submit something? Yeah. Nah, okay, cool. Yeah, sorry. We're just... Yeah. Okay. Because I gotta go very soon here. Smog, I would be killing myself. This sucks. But this is how you do it, I think. And then you have to start figuring out all the trig identities for all this stuff is. Because it's all in like 3 dimensions. I don't know an easier way to do it without plugging it into like a numerical solver or something. But okay, let me know. That's the setup for it, at least, and then you got to figure out all the other stuff. Okay, here, let me answer Lightning's question real quick. Typical Torin, what's up, dog? Cracking. Yeah, what's up?
Yo, I got 500 subs.
500 subs, congrats, dude.
Perfect.
You used to be Hikaru, right?
Yeah, I still am, but
Well, your
it's
name's just
just my
typical.
nickname.
Oh, typical Torin.
If you click on it,
Oh, it'll say the user formerly known as. Oh yeah, it says Hikaru. Oh, there you go. Small YouTuber with 496. Oh, did I subscribe to you yet? One second, let me check. Oh, I need to. There you go. There you go. Now you got another one. Congrats, dude. Oh, 9.2. Wow. Yo, these some big views, bro.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
Thank you.
dude. Yeah, good job, man.
yeah. Thank you.
New vids every week. Look at you. You're becoming a little streamer, dude. That's really cool, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it every day. I'm not even kidding.
Good. Yeah, if you post every day, your stuff will go up for sure.
It's kind of hard at school now because, like, I feel like I need to put more time into school.
Yeah. Yeah, don't yeah, it's like kids who like play sports but then start failing math. I'm like, stop
Yeah.
playing sports. Please stop playing sports.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen to me. Like, because I got high school next year, and
Yeah.
I don't want that stuff to happen. 'cause
Focus
it
on your
kinda gets
grades.
advanced.
Make sure your grades are good. If you have time for the other stuff, go for it. But don't sacrifice your grades to become a YouTuber. Don't do it, please.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah, good shit, dude. All right, nice. I gotta finish this one question up real quick, and then I gotta go teach another kid. But come by the streams. I'd love to catch up, see what you're up to. Cool. Okay. All right. Here, let me help you out, Lightning, real quick with this one. You said, okay, limit as x approaches 0 of f of -1 minus the absolute value of x. Okay. Is this the one you need help with? This one right here? This is kind of weird. So you have to look at this from the left and from the right, okay? So what I do is I look at the limit as x approaches 0 from the right. So that's when x is slightly greater than 0. So the absolute value of something slightly greater than 0 is just 0. Right? So this is still just going to be 0. So this is the same thing as the limit as, I don't know. This is really just f of -1. Because this is just going to turn to 0, right? And if I come at it from the left, when x is less than 0, it's still just going to be 0. So it's just f of -1. F of -1... Oh, interesting. Oh, why is it not 2? I like this. Okay, yeah, no. Here's why it is. Okay, so it's at... All right, let's see where we're at. We're at -1, right? We're here. But then we're back a certain amount, okay? So we're over here, all right? In terms of x. So x is approaching 0, but it's at -1 minus something. And it's subtracting 0 or 0, right? And but it's always slightly positive, right? So it's always -1 minus 0.001. So do you see how this is always technically to the left of -1? And then this is going down to 0. But as x approaches 0 from the left and the right, this absolute value forces it always to be minus a positive 0.001, not minus a negative 0.001, which would make it coming from the right side. So it's like a double negative. It effectively comes from the left, and that's why it approaches this. Do you see that, Lightning? That's tough. That's very tough. I'm confused. I agree. I'd be confused too. Okay. Let's say it was this. Let's say it was the limit as x approaches 0. And we're going to say f of -1 minus regular x. Okay? So, if we come... Let's say there wasn't an absolute value. So, let's look at some values that would be... let's look at, for instance, x equals 0.1 and x equals -0.1, right? This is coming from the right side. This is coming from the left side. Right? Towards 0. That would give me f of -1 minus 0.1. or f of -1 minus minus 0.1, which is be the same thing as plus. So this is effectively f of -1.1. This is f of -0.9. Does this make sense so far, Lightning? I'm looking at some values of x that are close to 0, but one is slightly above 0 and one is slightly below 0, okay? So when I plug those in, right, let's say it was just minus x, that would give me f of -1.1 and f of -1.9. So that would be somewhere over here approaching this, and then somewhere over here approaching this. Right? Here approaching this versus here approaching this. When you put the absolute value in here, okay, when you put the absolute value, right? Now even if I do this, I get f of -1 minus the absolute value of 0.1. And I get f of -1 minus the absolute value of -0.1. Which is effectively always just f of -1 minus 0.1. F of -1 minus 0.1. So you're always approaching it from -1.2. You're always approaching it from this one. From the -1.1 side. You're never going to do this. You're always coming from the left side. Okay, good to feed your brain. But if it's positive, what's positive? Yes, if it's greater, yeah, it's positive, it's greater than 0. No, it wouldn't. Because look, if this is greater than 0, you see it's f of -1 minus a positive number. That's going to make it more negative. You're always going to be to the left of -1. Because the absolute value forces it to always be minusing a positive number. I think the way to check it is... No, it doesn't come from both sides. It only comes from one side. It's only going to come from the left. Yes. So from both sides, it approaches from a lower value. Correct. Yes, because of the absolute value of x. It's weird. Yes. You can try this, dude. Try like x values. Try, like 0.5, 0.4. Okay, yeah. -0.5, -0.4. I mean, honestly, I didn't see it at first. It's fucking tricky. Okay. Anyways, yeah, that was a good question, Lightning. Yeah, very rarely you have it in the argument as well. Okay, cool. I got it in the stream out. All right, let's do it. All right, thanks everyone for coming off hours. Had a great time. Answered all your questions and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I gotta go teach another student. You're very welcome. Let's go raid somebody. I think I saw Penn Center was streaming. Where do I raid? Raid. Following. Where is Penn Center? I know he's here. Penn, I know you're streaming. There he is. Cool. All right, if you want more help with math and whatnot, go say hi to Penn Center. He would love to help you. He's going to do some physics and some algebra. Oh, I just got the notification that Penn Center is streaming. Yeah. So, whatever. All right. Peace out, guys. Have fun.